You know, I've shot so many videos recently, and I just end up deleting them because I decide that they're not up to snuff for whatever reason. And I tried to figure out what the hell is my problem, because obviously this is a personal problem. And I decided, you know, I just need to keep it simple. But you know, simple cooking, simple instruction, and cut the bullshit. And, you know, cook the food that you like to eat. So this is something that when I first became inspired to cook, maybe 15 years ago, I was very proud of myself that I invented this dish. This is a very simple pasta dish, inspired by a restaurant that I once worked in. I wasn't a cook there, but I worked there, and it became apparent to me. I said, oh my goodness, I can't believe that this is all they're doing. I can't believe this is all it takes to make food that tastes this good that people can't get enough of, and they line up to buy our food. And I watched those cooks, and I'm the kind of person that, you know, I put no man above me. If someone else can do it, I can do it. So this has just a handful of ingredients, and you know, it's based on the thought of, we had a pasta and a risotto special every day. And I noticed specifically with the pasta special, it followed a formula, and I think I have the type of mentality that I look for formulas, I look for templates for things in life. And I have some kind of logical brain that says, if you figure that out, then you can achieve that skill, that there must be a template for everything. Well, of course there isn't. But for many things there is, and this is one of them. So they would have a pasta special every day, and basically what they would do would be pick a pasta, whatever shape, pick a sauce, which would usually be marinara, Alfredo, pesto, oil and garlic, etc. And then there would be some other ingredients, vegetables, meat, whatever it was. And most often, for sauce, they would do really simple, just oil and garlic. So I said, this is too easy. Pick a pasta, oil and garlic. Okay, so up to that point, you're barely even qualifying as cooking anything. You know, and then pick 3 vegetables. And this is not one that I actually took from them. I will take that much credit. I chose it because it was obviously 3 things that I liked, and because it was visually had a visual impact. I still haven't revealed all the ingredients to you, but you're getting the idea. We've got mushrooms. I just use a really basic button mushroom here, and I eat them time to time. Tomato, garlic, a couple more ingredients. Spinach, locally grown, of course. Dijon Brothers from Lansing, Illinois. And basil. And that's it. I use penne pasta today, but you use whatever you want. So I'm going to saute all this, not the basil, in oil. And the pasta will be cooked. You drain the pasta, and then you mix it all together. Pour in some Parmesan, and you start eating. I've been making this for years, and when I'm devoid of inspiration, this is what I do. So here's the start. Let's get cooking. Okay, so I just dropped the pasta, and we're going to get on with everything else, and the two will kind of cook simultaneously in the same amount of time. So olive oil, as you can see, that was carefully measured. And in many dishes, when I work with mushrooms, I will, you know, discard the stems, or, you know, cut them in quarters, or cut them really fine. I like the idea of, like this guy, the full shape of the mushroom in here. So, different strokes for different folks and different dishes. I'm actually going to give these a little bit of salt now, even though I'm going to be adding more ingredients and seasoning more because I want to rid them of their liquid. If you don't salt them right away, they're going to drink up the oil, dry the pan, and then they just sit there. So, that's right, that one fell on the floor. Don't care. We'll give that a minute and let these come along. Alright, so these are coming along pretty well. Another blast of oil because it's getting a little dry. Eventually they will start to exude some liquid. In the meantime, we'll go in with the garlic now. Of course, the problem with cooking with garlic in a high heat, quick cooking type of deal like this is that you can burn it really easy. Well, we've got a fire extinguisher on hand, if you can believe that. No, I'm not going to put liquid nitrogen or whatever the fuck is in there into my pan. You can see immediately how wet that is getting now. It's finally starting to release some water. Pan's getting quieter, and that's fine. Garlic is coming along. And go in with the 2 tomatoes. Crank the heat back up. That pan's going to start to get wet. That's fine. It gets saucy. Checking my pasta, it's not quite done. Of course, all these proportions are based around 16 ounces of pasta, a full pound. Be careful. Some sizes and shapes only come in 12 ounce. So we're going to let this do its thing, and we'll check back shortly. Alright, that's getting saucy. In with our last main ingredient. This actually gives us kind of an opportunity to sort of almost poach this. This is spinach. No, it's not baby spinach. Yes, I have made this with baby spinach. I prefer not to. It wilts immediately, and baby spinach, as far as I'm concerned, is best for salads. So as soon as this touches heat, it starts to deform and wilt down just a little bit. There's a ton of hot liquid in that pan. Things want to jump out of the pool, I put them right back in. That spinach will start to get wet too. I welcome the wetness. It's not water, it's spinach water, it's tomato water. It has flavor. It's all going to be very, very happy in the end. And I will be happiest of all because I'm the one that gets to eat it. You'd swear it wouldn't fit, but it will. Watch this. And there we go, all cooked down. This has very little salt, and God knows it needs plenty because there's a lot of material in that pan. Salt. Pepper. Off goes the heat. And there we go. entire package of basil. Give that a stir. All those wonderful juices coat all the pasta like a vinaigrette. Everybody's very happy. You can see the red, you can see the green. Last but not least, a shit ton of cheese. Stir to combine. You don't want to over stir because there's a lot of starch in that pasta. It'll get real starchy. And there we go. Oh, that got foggy. That's penne pasta, oil and garlic with spinach, mushroom, tomato, garlic, basil, cheese. It's good eating. Enjoy yourself. If you don't like this, no problem. Pick 3 vegetables of your own, pick a sauce of your own, pick a pasta of your own. That was the revelation I had 15 years ago. Maybe you could have it today. Thanks for watching. Eat well.